This is Suzanne Wagner, and once again, thank you for showing up and enjoying the numerology and the astrology for October 20th, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 7. The 7 is the number of planning and strategy and structure. It's about the sequences of life that sometimes are predestined for us to experience no matter what we think our mind is telling us that we want. So, there is a greater plan for all of our lives, one that is beyond your ego's desire for fame and fortune, one that is beyond even the projections of your parents' hopes and dreams. That is because in nonlinear time, your soul is already home, whole, complete, awake, and evolved beyond the small, petty neuroses of this reality. Your soul is an amazing spark of divinity, and it is your personal path to follow that spark where it leads you. And that journey is the miracle itself. That journey to allow that spark to evolve, grow, and become more than this narrow human potential that is right in front of you at this time. Within each of us, we desire to reach for something, that elusive something that we can feel and sense but cannot always see and experience. That is because it is beyond our present level of evolution. And yet, it is real, always calling you to step past the human condition, the human suffering, and the human petty issues and become the highest vibration of human potential. This game of Earth is about learning compassion. Some think Earth is about gaining power, fame, wealth, etc., but those are side games and diversions to distract you from the real goal. Even once you have money, power, and fame, and other egoic goals, there's really nothing left to do but to learn compassion and go on a spiritual path. The number 7 is all about the myriad tools, teachings, and philosophies that are guides to take us on the journey of self-discovery and to awaken us to the highest vibration of compassion that we are capable of. Even if you get distracted and want to follow a false path, eventually you will return to the journey that is calling you from your core and whispering to you from that spark of divinity that you carry. Let go of judging and recognize that all this posturing is avoidance of your own enlightenment. Enlightenment does not care about success and failure or power and wealth. It cares only that you feel with your entire being into every situation that presents. And from being a fully integrated being of light, you shine that light effortlessly to those that need it and those that are awake enough to see it within you. Awareness is nothing you can possess. It is what you simply are when you pull back the veils of the mind, ego, beliefs, and perspectives. When you are in enlightenment with everything inside your own core and allow that which is to move in cooperative ways with all the flows of life, especially those that are beyond your capacity to understand. That is when you begin to allow your spark of divinity to align and flow with the highest truths possible. The astrology today. Monday brings in many much needed, happy little aspects. One is a Venus trine to Jupiter, and this connection is to help you have a momentary lucky feeling. This adds to influence and energy for an optimistic Sagittarius moon. You might, for a moment, feel very good. Whew, take advantage of this. As the practical side of reality will seem to continue being avoided, the moon squares Neptune, and that can make you wish for another reality. But some of it can make a distorted mind even more confused. If you look, you can see a high road and a low road. The high road is too full of self-righteousness to be authentic and helpful in these difficult times. The low road is ponderous, rutted, muddied, and complicated with the emotions of the past that you have yet to unravel and make sense of. That is why the middle road is the path to take. The problem is, there is no middle road, not yet. Therefore, you will have to make it yourself. It is time to have the courage to cut your own path in the forest. While it will require more effort, it is going to not ensnare you in your past unresolved patterns and behaviors, nor will it reinforce your pompous ego and give it more power. something that is very unwise in such an uncontrolled world. The moon squares Venus, and it makes intimacy complicated and your need for emotional freedom strong. Regardless, pursue truth, liberty, the Sagittarius moon, and find that when you reach out and do something a bit different, you discover and receive more back than you ever expected. Take a look at your life philosophically. Do you like what you see? Is this a moment to be proud of when you reflect on it after you die? Find the harmony flows in your core and essence. Let that lead you forward. Then you will not fail. My quote for today: let go of judging and recognize that all this posturing is avoidance of your own enlightenment. Enlightenment does not care about success and failure. It cares only that you feel with your entire being into every situation that presents. And from being a fully integrated being of light, you shine that light effortlessly to those that need it and those that are awake enough to see it within you. My blog for today. There is a famous phrase on enlightenment that goes something like this, and I am paraphrasing, so I apologize. I looked for it on the internet, but I couldn't find it. At first, you seek enlightenment. Then you recognize that you are intentionally sabotaging your own enlightenment. From there, you begin to see your attachment to this physical world and the games of power and ego. Then you realize that you don't really want enlightenment at all. Only then can you begin to unwind yourself from the desire realms of this world and step past the duality hooks of right and wrong to be able to claim the wholeness that you have always been. But we live in a world that prefers to choke in the fires of information. Many want to smell the soot and ash of the beliefs and distortions of others' minds. That is such a toxic place to live, and one that you will find is impossible to support remembrance as to who you really are. An enlightened mind cares not for your riches and power, because karma is a flame that will allow you to choke on your own mind while it burns down your precious creation to leave you finally stripped and naked with no agenda. Thanks, everyone. Bye.